Now I'm going to share some case study examples from across the country of some really good practice that might give you some creative ideas on how you can be more sustainable in your business, and things that you might already be doing as well, just to kind of show you and actually say, yeah, I am doing this right. So here's some examples. I should have said at the very beginning, this workshop is not it's not been designed to tell you this is exactly what you should be doing, and if you don't do it, it's really bad. This is us talking, as peers to peers, to talk about the environment, about being sustainable, and it's a huge learning curve for all businesses. So this is very much a journey of how to be more sustainable as well. And here are those examples I was telling you about. So let's take you to Minehead in Somerset. I absolutely love this hotel. This is the Beach Hotel on the promenade at Minehead. I've stayed here a couple of times. It's a classic kind of seaside town, Minehead, if you've never been. This is a Victorian old building called the Beach Hotel. It's actually run by the YMCA. Now, you wouldn't know that from its website or its online presence. You wouldn't know that as you stepped in. It's been modernized inside. It's a very nice experience. You get that fantastic food that you see on the screen there in their very cool contemporary restaurant. And it's a very special, nice place. Now, this whole hotel is very much about upskilling the local long-term unemployed. So many of the people that work there have been homeless, have had difficulties through addiction and a whole host of different kind of social issues as well locally. And the YMCA are working with them to offer training and apprenticeships to support their local population of the unemployed as well. And they offer some fantastic training through catering and hospitality. And their food and drink is award-winning. They've won Somerset Life Food and Drink Awards, etc. And it's brilliant stuff. It's locally sourced as well. So there's so much sustainable tourism going on in that one place. It's incredible. But the experience you get there through knowing, because it's very subtly done, because the chefs that are cooking for you, it's all in an open plan kitchen and restaurant, so they can actually see you and you can see them. But it's been purposely designed that way, so it can actually boost the staff's confidence in what they're doing, so they can see the reaction of the guests enjoying and eating the food as well. So that feedback is direct back to those members of staff as well. There's so many great initiatives in this place. Another one is a beach clean. So you've got that blackboard on the entrance, the beach, plastic free at Minehead. You get a free coffee every time you go out and do a beach clean, and you get that metal bucket, just like what Charlotte was saying, and you go out onto the beach and around the area, and you can do a beach clean for a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. This has been around for a long time, but it'd be great to see more and more of this, and actually threaded through experiences as well as accommodation as well. But if you haven't been to Minehead, if you're going to Minehead, I should say, the Beach Hotel is a really good place to visit, if not just for a coffee or for a lunch or for a stay as well, because their approach to sustainable tourism is really spot on. Now taking you to Wiltshire, this is a treetop treehouse experience where it's basically it's a green escape. You might not have a treehouse to do this, but this just gives you an example of being really sustainable. So everything from the toilet to the toiletries, the whole system, the whole experience is super green. It's sustainable, and it's quite a high-end item, obviously being in a treetop, a treehouse thing. But there might be some things that you can do in your own business through the plastics that you use in the accommodation. For example, you might be using more hand soap than actually single-use plastic, or a cylinder that you actually refill the soap as well. So those kind of things as well. So you might not have a treetop accommodation, but if you have got an accommodation, there's things that you can do throughout your accommodation to make it more sustainable. Next, we're going to take you up to Scotland. This is featured in Visit Scotland's one of their case studies in being more sustainable. And I just wanted to share this with you because obviously, you know, we've just seen a really kind of high-end experience, like a high-end accommodation. But this is a company based on the harbour, and they, I'll show the video and it makes sense, but you don't have to be a big business in order to be more sustainable. And that didn't play the video. No. There we go.
The lobsters that we sell at the Lobster Shack come from the harbour at North Berwick. There are about 5 boats fishing there, and we probably buy about 80% of their catch, and the rest would go abroad to Spain. Our potatoes come from Samuelstown, which is just the other side of Haddington, and they make fantastic chips for us. This is Lobster Shack Lager, which was made specially for us by the Edinburgh Beer Factory, and it just goes really, really well with seafood. A nice, crisp drink to enjoy down by the sea. What we did with the Edinburgh Beer Factory is what to try and get something that would suit the shellfish, and also it's just up the road. They make it and brew it specially for us, so we designed all the labels and everything just to make it a bit funkier, a bit more interesting, and we found that people really, really enjoy it. The Lobster Shack is primarily it is a carry-out restaurant, and everything that we use is biodegradable. So the packaging, you know, even the cups that you have your juice in and things like that, that's all biodegradable. Environmental sustainability is one of the most important things to myself as the founder of the Lobster Shack and to all my colleagues. And I think that's one of the things that really works for us. And I think it's one of the things that's really important to our customers. So they want to know that we are doing everything possible to make it sustainable. And I think that's one of the reasons why they love it so much, and why they keep coming back, but also the food tastes really good. That makes all the difference.
There we go, just another example there. I picked that one because I think it's just a good business just to show that you don't have to, you know, he's got quite a straightforward business there on the harbour selling fish, but all the packaging, you know, is sustainable as well. So it's looking at all the different ways that you can work with your audiences to be able to offer those sustainable solutions and benefits as well.